Welcome to part 3 of our MoveWell program's Mindful Movements. In this section we're going to look at strength, building strength in some of the main muscles and developing more functional fitness. So we're going to start with leg strengthening exercises, the lunge. So it's a very similar position to how we started when we were doing our calf stretch. We're taking a wide stance, feet about shoulder width apart and long at the same time. Left foot is to the left side of our chair, right foot is behind the midline of the chair. This time we're going to come up onto the toes and the back foot and straighten the legs out to start. So we're pushing up as tall as we possibly can, and then we're going to lower down towards the ground and push back up again. When you start, maybe go about halfway down at the most. Don't push it too far. As you feel more comfortable, you can go a little deeper on each movement. And we're going to aim for 10 repetitions. 4, down, pause, 5. Remember to breathe as you go, so breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. 6. If you don't need the chair for support, you can keep the hands off or have the fingers lightly touching the chair. 7. Breathing in on the way down. 8. Try to keep your posture upright if possible. 9. And last time, breathing in and push back up. 10. And then we change over to the other side. And often you'll find doing the other leg a little bit tougher than it was the first time around because you've already worked some of these muscles. But each time you do it, you can maybe alternate, start on a different leg. So we're going to lower down and push back up. Breathing in as you come down, breathing out as you come up. Keeping an eye on that front knee, that it doesn't go too far forward. We're aiming for about a 90-degree angle on this. But again, listen to your own body. If going too deep causes you any discomfort, then just keep it a little bit more shallow. 6. Breathing in, and 7. Breathing out on the way up. And 8. If you're very comfortable, you can keep your hands in your hips. Or even as time goes on, you could hold some extra weights. 9, and one more for luck. And 10, excellent. So you generally feel that on the thighs, especially on the back leg, a little bit on the glutes here. But generally you're working most of the leg muscles in that movement. So our next exercise that we're going to do, we're going to come to the upper body. And we're going to do a chest exercise, one that you can do without needing any weights. You're going to take one hand up in front, make a fist with a straight wrist. You're going to sit that into the palm of the other hand. Bring the elbows up to about chest height. Press the palm into the fist, and keeping that pressure on, you're moving the arms from left to right. Like with our other exercises, we're going to stay upright, even weight on the feet, so even on the heels and the balls of the feet, rising up tall through the crown of the head as we go, and then keeping that pressure between the fist and the palm, we're moving the arms from left to right. Nice steady movement, keep that squeeze on as much as you comfortably can. We want it to be challenging, not easy, but no great discomfort either. We're always aiming for about 10 to 12 reps, and we'll do one more on each side, over, back, and back down to center. Relax, and you should feel the tightness coming in across the chest muscle, front of the shoulder, and maybe a little bit on the tricep and the back of the arm. Now the opposing exercise to that is to do the exact same movement, but instead of pressing the hands together, this time we're pulling them apart. So we'll have the fingers locking in like this, getting a good grip. Again, the hands are up about chest to shoulder height, elbows raised up as well. It's the exact same thing. Get that squeeze on. So we're pulling apart. That engages the upper back muscles, pulling apart, and then we're going from left to right, just sliding the arms over and back. 2, breathing, 3, breathing, 4, breathing tall through the crown of the head, 5, balanced on the feet, 6, nice and upright. So trying to maintain good posture as we exercise. That's 8, just 2 more, breathing, 9, keep that squeeze on between the fingers, and 10, and back to neutral, and relax. So on that one you should feel the tightness across the upper back muscles, the back of the shoulder, and a little bit on the biceps as well. Now just by holding the arms up, you're developing some strength in the shoulders, because we tend not to hold them up very often or for long periods. So we're going to come back down to the legs again, and we're going to do our most basic staple exercise for the legs and functional fitness, and that's our squat exercise. So we use a chair for this, and we want to move gracefully on this. So we want to shift our body weight forward to the front of the chair, so we can get our feet underneath ourselves a little bit. The hands come out while we're down low, but they don't have to stay out all the time. This is just to help with our balance down low, and we're going to push up. And the feet are about hip to shoulder width on this one as well. And if you can see that straight spinal alignment as we come up too. So we don't want to hunch or slouch. We want to keep a strong back by sitting out with the hips and back up, keeping the chest raised up all the time. When we come down, it's just a light little tip on the chair. Touch and push. And like with our other exercises, feel into your feet a little bit. Check where the weight is going. Is it on your heels, or is it on the toes, or is it nicely placed in the middle? Breathing in on the way down, arms coming out for balance. Breathing out on the way up, arms come in. And up, aiming for 10 to 12 each time, so we'll do 2 more. Breathe in, pause, and out. Last time, breathe in, and up, and we're done. Relax. So our last exercise that we're going to do is for the arms, because we use our arms a lot, and anytime we're lifting shopping bags or putting dishes up into a press, anything like that, where we're using this strength. So we're going to use our own arms as resistance. So we're going to take the right palm turned up, put the left palm on top, but it's the saddle part almost of the palm, the top of the palm, that's going to sit into the other one there. So the hands are like so, as opposed to the full flat palm. So that strong thick part here, you're going to have sitting into the other one, and they'll be across each other like so. Elbows tucked in by your sides, nice and tight. And then you squeeze them together as tight as you can. So the right palm is pressing up against the left palm, which is down toward. And while that pressure is on, keep that squeeze on. We're going to bring the arms down and up. And down and up. As always, good posture. That's 3. And down, and 4, and try to relax as you do it, but still keep that pressure on. So the palm that's turned down, you're using your tricep muscles in particular to push it away, and the palm that's turned up, you're doing the bicep muscle is the one that's pulling upwards. Pretty full range of movement on this, so we want the arms to get as straight as possible when they come down, and flex right up into your chest towards your chin on the way up. And we just do 1 more, breathing and down and relax. So you've felt that on the bicep, on the palm that's turned up. Some working on the shoulders too, even in the forearms, they're working to keep your wrist stabilized, but most of the lifting is being done by the bicep. So then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So it's the left palm turned up, right palm sitting down onto it. Good posture, get that squeeze on, straighten the arm down, and the arms down and then pull it right up. So keeping that squeeze on, keep that pressure between the hands. Imagine there's €100 note in there, and somebody's trying to pull it out, and you're trying to keep that pressure to keep it squeezed. Keep your money. Good posture, rising up through the crown of the head, nice and tall. If we can exercise with good posture, we can keep good posture in everything else we do. It becomes part of our habit. Even on the feet, the heels, balls of the feet, tall to the crown of the head, extending right down to the arms, breathing out then as we lift back up. Just one more. Count yourself when you're doing it, in for 10, and down, and relax. Now with any of those exercises, you can do several sets together, or you can complete this round again if you feel that you can do some more. That one set is starting to wake your muscles up, but you feel like you're able for more. Do a second set, maybe even a third. Listen to your body, it'll tell you what it's able for, and that'll help to improve your fitness.